Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to my space, which is a space for clear and authentic energy guidance. My intention is to provide insight and support that serves your highest and greatest good. I honor your energy and invite you to take only what resonates. Remember, Sagittarius, this is your reading, not mine. So let's connect to your guidance that's waiting for you. I've went ahead and pulled cards to channel. I've literally been here talking to myself with spirit like, oh, okay, I get it, before I press record, because I like to have that insight, and it just wouldn't serve me to record it ahead of time or record it while because I'm basically meditating, and I don't like to rush through the process. I like to get the most grounded messages, so I went ahead and pulled two oracle cards for you. You got unique. When the Creator made you, Sagittarius, she broke the mold. There is not another person on earth like you. Celebrate being different. Then you got pride. Never be too proud to ask for help. Everyone needs a little help every now and again, even you. All right, so let's dive into the tarot. You got Four of Cups and the Ten of Cups in reverse. And I was like, Sagittarius is not happy with their current Ten of Cups. They're just not feeling it at all. They're like, nope, this isn't it. There is boredom, there's dissatisfaction, there is I'm not feeling it at all. Like I don't like it. And I think for some of you, you probably really reached in, because I'll tell you when we get to the rest of the cards why I say that. You realize that it's a time to reassess, and there's more out there. Now, I'm not saying, at first I did have to kind of consult with spirit, like, what does this mean? Does this mean Sagittarius is like bored with their family, with their, are these people that are married, and it was like, no, 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 no. The Ten of Cups is different for everyone. It's not just the status quo of family, kids, career. It's more than that. It's especially for Sagittarius that you guys, the way your mind thinks, it's almost like, I love Sagittarius because you guys really think outside the box. And I really attest to this unique card here for you guys, because you guys really are unique. It's not just, I want to finish college, I want to finish earth school. I'm sorry, it's not that I want to finish college, like the physical school. You guys literally want to master the school of earth. It gives me a real like philosophical feel to you guys, and you guys are really spiritual too. I love that about Sag. So in the current energy, you have Nine of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and I was like, what? I was like, what do you mean? Nine of Pentacles, it's my independence card, it's a me card, it's a self-care card, it's a, I'm reaping the fruits of my rewards. Do not disturb. It's very like a isolated, but not isolated like the hermit, which you do have here. It's more of like, do not disturb, self-care. I worked for all this stuff, it's my day off, leave me alone. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and it came boom. Some of you Sagittarians are literally either trying to work for yourself, put a limit on how much work you put out. The Ten of Cups could even be dissatisfaction with your job, or something that you're putting in work into to kind of attain that Ten of Cups. Because with the Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Pentacles is about working, mastering, focus. It's that it's that Virgo energy. It's Venus and Virgo. It's like passion, doing what you love. But I think for some of you, it's in with it in reverse. It's like, no, I'm putting a halt to that. I want to work on me. I don't want to focus on anyone else's job. And I even get for some of you that you've said to yourself, I don't want to work for someone else's dreams. I want to work for my dreams. I don't want to work for corporate. I don't want to work for another CEO, or, I don't want to invest my time for someone else's dreams. I want to invest my time for my dreams. And then you got the fool in reverse. And I was like, Sagittarius. But I get it. I get it because this tells me that whereas the fool, he will just pack up everything he has and take that leap of faith. He's like, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going. You're taking a calculated approach. You're like, yeah, I'm going to take that leap of faith, but I have to read the fine print first. I'm going to take that leap of faith and I'm going to, but it's not, I'm going to make sure that it's not too risky. I'm going to make sure that if I jump off that cliff, that I'm not jumping off without a parachute. That's what that tells me. And that does not mean that there's a lack of faith. It just means that you're smart. Okay. It just means that before you invest time and energy into anything, you want to make sure that it's worth it. And there's nothing wrong with doing like that second check or taking a step back, especially with the hermit card that you have under here, because that lets me know that not only are you taking a pause, and again, it's not saying that you're not taking that leap of faith, you are consulting with your higher self first. The hermit is about seeking answers. Before I jump off that cliff, I want to make sure my ducks are in the row. I want to make sure that I read the fine print. I want to make sure that I have as much insight and as much advice with my higher self before I do this. I need to consult with myself first because I don't want to make the same mistake twice. And I think for some of you with the Four of Cups and the Ten of Cups in reverse, you feel like you maybe invested time in something that you ended up becoming bored with. And now with the second go round, you're like, okay, I'm going to go at it again. I'm going to do it again. But this time I'm going to consult with my higher self. I'm going to make sure that I have all the answers before I take the next step. And right after the Hermit card is usually that Wheel of Fortune, Sag. So I'm hoping to see it because that's when the true purpose and your fated events really occur. So I love that. So let's go ahead and dive in and get some clarifiers here. Let's get some clarifiers. Let me go ahead and shuffle this deck. This is the Light Seers deck. And see what we have. Spirit, let me get a clarifier for the Four of Cups and the Ten of Cups in reverse. What is Sagittarius just like dissatisfied with? Okay, this came out. Six of Wands in reverse. You're dissatisfied with not being celebrated. You're dissatisfied with being unappreciated. Six of Wands is about victory. It's about celebration. The spotlight is, on this figure here. And in reverse, it's almost like you're just in the dark. It's almost like I'm doing all of this for what? No one is even noticing. I'm busting my butt and I'm not getting appreciated. And that's not to say that you need external validation, but if you're going towards something and you're not seeing the rewards of that, yeah, it can feel a little discouraging, right? It can feel a little discouraging. Six of Wands, it's Jupiter in Leo. And Jupiter is about expansion. It's about, anything that Jupiter is next to, it's going to make it bigger. And then you have the Leo energy, which is the sun, the brightness. Then you have this in reverse. So you feel small, you feel dim, you feel out in the cold, you feel left in the dark. And who wants to feel like that? Who wants to feel like they aren't being acknowledged? On top of that, you are unique. You are unique. When the creator made you, she broke the mold. You are unique and you should be celebrated for being different. And maybe for some of you, you are different and some people feel like that's a bit quirky or they're not giving you your flowers. So what do? Nine of Pentacles, you give it to yourself. You say, okay, I'm exiting stage left and now I'm going to focus on myself. But be careful, Sagittarius. Never be too proud to ask for help, okay? Never be too proud to ask for help. You can do it alone, but what I always say, and I even share this with the people I love, when you're on a quest for something, and you do need help, because we can't possibly do anything alone for too long, try to reach out to people that don't want anything from you. Those are your people. The ones that would applaud you and help you and want nothing in return, those are your people. Okay, so Spirit clarify Nine of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, Five of Wands in reverse. This is the end of struggles. This is the end of competition, that conflict. And I think for some of you, this is actually the opening that you needed, the space that you needed. For some of you, you're even walking away from dynamics that are like crabs in a barrel, and you're going solo. That's what I'm getting, Sagittarius. You're going solo. Okay. Some of you are looking at situations where you are self employed, or you're starting a new business, or whatever the case may be. Even if you're just going solo, you're like, you know what? Screw that. I'm just going to go on my own. And Sagittarius, you're very good for that. I will say that you guys have no problem packing your bags and booking a flight and going somewhere and not being found. You guys are really good for that. Like, it's hard to catch up with a Sagittarius, because although you wear your heart on your sleeve, you have no trouble turning your back on people, places, and things that don't make you feel, you know, um, appreciated. So let's go ahead and get the clarifier for the Fool in reverse and the Hermit Spirit. Let's see here. Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So with this energy, the Fool in reverse, taking a step, reading the fine print, going within, and then you have the Two of Cups in reverse. This can represent, you're probably still stuck, and that's what it is. The Two of Cups in reverse. You're still, and that's probably why you're not taking a leap of faith, because you're not sure. You're probably not sure about the people that are next to you. You're not sure about the people that's going to potentially go with you. It's like, I'm unsure. And that's probably where that Fool in reverse is coming in, because it's not that you're not ready to go. You need to be sure that the people that are going with you are ready to go too. Okay, so I think for some of you, you are asking for help, but you want to be sure that that help is reliable. Page of Swords in reverse. Yeah, there's some communication coming in, probably some discouraging words, probably from someone very childish. This can be air energy, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy, where it's just like, it's like, I don't know. You could even be getting some misinformation from someone. It's just, I'm also picking up gossip, to be honest. If you have an idea or a specific, like a goal on something, I would probably keep it to myself. The Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, you're kind of like stepping out of the status quo here. The Hierophant is about morals, beliefs, and belonging. And I think for some of you, you're realizing that I don't have to belong to any mold. I don't have to fit the mold. But remember, there is a balance with that. You don't ever want to get too ahead of yourself where you feel like you don't need no one. You are unique, okay? You are different, but we still need people to help us. I think for some of you, you're trying to figure out who are those people. You're going solo, and at the same time, you're taking stock of the people in your environment. Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, some of you, I don't know why there's a few people here already. You have the Queen of Cups in reverse, and you have Page of Swords in reverse. There's some people here that's trying to discourage you, maybe second guess yourself. Your clarity could be a little fogged right now, because Queen of Cups, she's very intuitive. She goes in. And I think with that Hermit card, you're trying to get those answers. You're trying to figure out who's with me and who's not with me before I embark on this journey. Five of Swords. Of course you're confused. The Five of Swords it's literally a mental battle. And he's literally holding his head with this confusion. It's Venus and Aquarius. It's that trying to figure out, in the right way, um tarot, the Five of Swords is someone winning. It is defeat because after the five comes the Six of Swords and you move towards calmer waters. It is a sense of defeat, but it's almost every time I see the Five of Swords, it's almost like, yeah, you won, but you had to cheat me to beat me. Yeah, you won, but it wasn't fair. That's the energy of the Five of Swords. And it's almost like, yeah, I lost, but I lost because you cheated. That's the only reason why I lost. There's probably some people in your energy that like I said, Three of Cups, there we go. There's some people in your energy, friends, family, that you may feel like you have to be careful moving forward with. And I mean that in if you're having an idea to go solo, if you're planning like this solo project, solo idea, that's what the Hermit is. That's what you're seeking answers regarding. You're trying to figure out if the people around you are trustworthy. Can you trust these people? That's why the Fool is in reverse, because you're taking a pause. You're not taking a leap of faith, because in order to have faith, you have to trust. And it's almost like, do I trust these people? Do I trust them really? So let's see, one more card. Page of Wands. Yeah, passionate. So there is passionate. There's gonna be news. Um, there's definitely news here, and you're starting a new passion project. That's really what I'm it's really the energy that I'm picking up on here, Sagittarius. There's something new that you want to move forward with. I mean, it can be as big as a new big multi-million dollar project. I don't know why any multi-millionaire would be watching my channel, but that's an astronomical number. Or it can be something as small as, hey, I want to, I want to start a YouTube channel, or I want to write a book, or I want to do music, I want to do art, whatever the case may be. I do see here that you guys are very unique, very unique. You're very different. And in this endeavor, yeah, it's a solo project, but you're going to need some silent investors. But you have to be sure that these people that are going to be embarking on this journey with you are going to be trustworthy. So that's definitely what I have for you. So let's get some advice here for you. Let's get some advice. Spirit, let me get advice for Sagittarius to close this out. This one came out very clear. It just jumped out. And look how appropriate. Follow your passion. If there's something that excites and motivates you, it's a message from your Akashic record that it can lead to your abundance. Don't silence it. How appropriate. Look at there. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. If these messages resonate, I appreciate you receiving this guidance. And may you carry forward only what serves you, and may your energy remain balanced and protected. The only thing that I ask is that you like, and it's not for analytics, it's not anything for the channel. It's just to let me know that when I am doing these videos, I'm not talking to a bot. I'm talking to real people with real experiences that will mean the world to me. So until next time, Sagittarius, take care.